Welcome to another playoff edition of C4 Sports, and I'm C4, your host. One more week down, and the intrigue is only growing. There are some great games on this weekend, but this has been one crazy season. There's no Mahomes in the playoffs, there's no Lamar, but there are three two-year quarterbacks that are in the playoffs. In addition to that, Josh Allen is still pulling off miracles. Caleb is spotting the opposition double digits, then hawking them down. Drake May is getting more credit than he actually deserves to play on such a great team. Bo Nix is pretty much a product of the system that he plays in. And Purdy is still making sugar out of shit. In addition to that, Sam Darnold is doing his best Rodney Dangerfield impression. He can't find any respect. Stafford is getting too much praise for only winning one Super Bowl, and the Texans are literally a bull in the China cabinet. The action starts Saturday when the Bills play the Broncos. This is going to be a tough game for Josh Allen. If he wins, I will be absolutely astonished. The Broncos have an underrated defense. They're very good on defense, and I think the Broncos winning the AFC West and being the number one seed in the AFC is completely being overlooked here. So I like the home team. Even Superman has a weakness, and so I think Josh's weakness may be week after week of having to pull off a miracle. Eventually, that runs out. And I say that, and I'm a Bears fan. What am I going to tell you? But I'm going to take the Broncos by 4. In the second game Saturday, the 49ers play at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are fresh off beating the brakes off the 49ers, and they're being forced to whip that child again. To be honest, I give the 49ers only about a 20% chance to win. This is a divisional game on steroids. The 49ers, they're just too injured and too outmanned for this matchup. Seattle has been sitting for a week, and they've had a chance to lick their wounds while the 49ers are falling like flies. I'm going to take Seattle by 6.5. Sunday, the first game is the Texans. They're playing at the Patriots. The Texans have the best defense in the league, and the Patriots are pretty good at beating the blitz. Guess what? The Texans don't blitz a lot. Their front four is extremely dangerous. So their defenders pretty much sit back in coverage and they wait on you. You may say, okay, Drake May can run. Try that if you want to. The Texas defenders, they play to the echo of the whistle. That means that your quarterback is going to get hit. So unless Stephon Diggs has a career day and C.J. Stroud throws multiple picks, the Patriots will probably get blown out. I'm going to take the Texans by 4.5. The last game this week is the beloved. We'll be welcoming the Rams to our crib. Now, I expect this to be a very rude occasion. The connection between the Rams and Green Bay should not be underestimated. Not only did we invite the Rams into our home and we're going to feed them tainted food, you understand? But we spit in the face of the Packers twice. The Packers were caught, crying to the Rams personnel about how they got treated last week. And as a Bear, I can care less. You understand? You can tell your mama, tell your daddy, uncle, and cousins. They can catch that ass whooping too. This is rightfully our league, and this is going to be for the founder, Papa Bear. You understand? All season, the good has gotten better, and the better is becoming the best. Bears on 3, 1, 2, 3, Bears. Bears by 3.5. P.S. I need Rome to dominate. Now it's time for the college football championship. Miami is going to attempt to reclaim their lost glory while trying to beat the upstart Hoosiers. The one problem is that the Hoosiers did not get that memo. Indiana has wrote their own script, and their script goes as follows. Once we start the Hurricanes, we will hold the freaking belt. Okay? Yes, we may only hold that belt for one season, but that's one season we didn't have before. Indiana is a machine. And yes, the Canes have a professional offensive line, but the Hoosiers are on the best dope in the game, and that's winning. The one player for Indiana that I'll be watching, and it won't be the quarterback, it'll be that receiver. They have a receiver named Elijah Sarratt. From what my eyes are telling me, he is a future Pro Bowl receiver. Plus, I'll be watching the Indiana defensive line. Can they move the sure-footed Canes? If they can get any kind of pressure without consistently bringing a blitz, it's going to be a long day for Miami. I'm going to take Indiana by 5.5. Now, as far as college basketball, I've been checking out a few games. Give me some time before I comment on the young people. I need to let the season mature a little bit. Now, as far as the NBA to me, I've looked at some games since Christmas, and the game still looks pretty weak to me. But I will reserve direct criticism for a little later, because this is the part of the season where the veterans really start to play. The early season, that's pretty much for the young guys, for them to, put their thing together and, kind of figure out how they're going to mature their game. And so this is the time right now where the veterans, they're playing for playoff positioning and they're playing for money. So stay tuned. Wow, this has been quite a show. And remember to not only like this show, but to leave your comments so that I can mention you on future shows, giving you the pub that you deserve. C4 Sports, where we blow up together.